Hampton Roads has a long-running high school and college sports tradition. It's time to give them the spotlight they deserve. This is 757 Sports Talk. Here are Matt Hatfield and Coach Ed Young.
And we welcome you back to 757 Sports Talk. Like, share, and subscribe to Cova Sports TV and interact with us wherever you may be tuning in. And we have a special guest with us. He was on with us back in the summertime with the big wrestling show that came to Hampton Roads. He is the former VCW commissioner, our good pal, the one and only George Pantas. George, how you been? Good to see you. Thank you for coming back on.
I have been well, and I am very happy to be back on your show. I look forward for us to talk about the exciting world of professional wrestling happening just around the corner and all the way up to Northern Virginia. VCW does what it does best, bring the best entertainment to all the fans in our beautiful state. And I can't wait to tell you all about it.
That's terrific. And Ed, though, does have one bone to pick with you as he shakes his head. He's a little upset. And it's not because of his Yankees, which he'll get later upset in October, George, when they go out early. But what are you upset about over there, Ed?
First of all, George, we welcome you on. You're a great friend of our show. We want you on. Great ambassador for wrestling. But at Lethal Lottery in Portsmouth Pavilion, you did something that shocked the wrestling world of the 757 and beyond. You turned bad. You turned heel. I was disappointed. You have never shown that in your life. You turned on one of our favorites, Brandon Scott. You went with the director, the guy who's been a nemesis for you for years. And I know we got more to talk about, but why, George? What the heck was going through your head?
Look, Ed, I respect you very much. God bless you for what you're doing as coaching with the youth of today with basketball and what you're doing here with this program. But I don't know what the hell I'm so sorry. Now you got me angry. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh. I went in there and I finally shared my feelings and frustrations with Brandon Scott. So are you asking me to tell you the story right now? You want to know what happened with Brandon Scott?
Well, let's do this, okay? Let's update our audience first of all.
Okay,
Matt, you got this. You got the tape.
I do. Let's go to it.
Tape doesn't lie, George, and this is hard to watch. But watch what happened.
Wow. It was like Hogan with NWO, right, Ed?
George, you hit the man in the privates from behind. You didn't do it in front.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. Ed, you and I are friends on Facebook as well. Matt also. You saw what I went through the last, 4 months now with my knee. I had a total right knee replacement surgery, and I have to tell you, I was very disappointed with many of the so-called fans who very few reached out. Ed, you reached out and you said basically, hey, George, I hope you feel better. But then that was about it. Did you follow up? Did you call me? Did you text me? No. As a matter of fact, I'm angry with you as well right now. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. I want to tell you what happened with Brandon. So I was sitting there trying to figure out how am I going to pay for all this. I'm a former VCW commissioner, so the money isn't there like it was anymore. And of all places, I get a call from my so-called nemesis, like you said, Jerry Stefanicius, and he says, George, I want to pay. I will pay 100% for your surgery, but I need a favor. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't believe him. I didn't trust him. But the more I thought about it, I mean, I haven't hidden the fact that I've known Jerry since he was a little boy. His parents and I are very, very good friends. I've actually changed Jerry's diapers back when he was a baby. That's how far we go. Okay. But honestly, like you're saying, Ed, I didn't trust him. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, but his parents raised him well. He said he's going to pay for it. I know he's going to keep his word. So I figured, what do I have to lose? I asked him, what is the favor? And he said, the favor is I want you to take care of Brandon when he least expects it in the ring. Well, let me tell you why I did what I did to Brandon, because I was justified, not 100%, Matt, not 2,000%, Ed, but 1,000,000%. All this time, Brandon was one of our, and still is, one of our amazing VCW stars. He was the longest VCW heavyweight champion over, several years. I was the one as the commissioner that made sure that he stayed on top and brought in talent to make sure everybody else could see how amazing he was. When he wanted to reach out to WWE, I was the one that got him on WWE and had him do some amazing extra work over there. And then he goes to have a wedding. Did he invite me to the wedding? No, he didn't. Did he? He was in a big Broadway show. They took it all over the United States, from New York to Vegas and everywhere else. Matt Cardona was in it. Mickey James was in it. Do I get an invitation to go to any of those? No. It's been eating in my crawl that he treats me this way. Yeah, we got the Greek. Give him a piece of baklava and a little ouzo and leave him alone. Well, that ain't going to make it anymore, Brandon Scott. I hope you're looking at this and you're looking at my face. That ain't going to make it anymore. I enjoyed what I did, and I'll gladly do it again. And Ed, that's why I did what I did. It was all Brandon Scott's fault. It wasn't my fault. He's the one responsible.
George, you're the commissioner. You're not his manager. Your job is to take VCW forward for everybody. Okay? You do that out of the kindness of who you are in the position that you're in. But to attack Brandon from behind, at least do it in front of his face. You're an upstanding, upright man. You've been that your whole life. And you did the coward way out. And this Stepanotsky, Stupanoopsy, whatever his name is, he hasn't paid you a cent yet. And you trusted him. Yeah, that's like telling the devil, here's the keys to the car. Make sure you bring it back. Yeah, I'll believe it when he pays it. You let a lot of people down. Now, I'll still call you friend, but I'm going to watch you side-eye from now on because you might turn on me. So I don't know. If this knucklehead next to me, Hatfield, says, hey, George, I'm going to help you out, but I need a favor you got to do to Ed Young.
Yes.
And he's the type that would do it.
I would.
I don't know if I can trust you. And George, in this business, trust is everything.
George, listen real quick. Ed's gone to places like Las Vegas, New York, all these big cities, honky-tonkin'. Does he ever bring his friend Matt Hatfield with him? No. I would do the same thing you did to Mr. Scott. Give me a 2x4 and I'll hit Coach Young in the head with it.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt. There you go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it right here, that what I did was right, and Brandon was responsible for it. And Ed, I hear what you're saying. Jerry is paying me the money. I haven't seen it yet, but he is paying me the money, and I know that he will. And as a matter of fact, why don't you, Ed, I will have 2 tickets for you. And Matt, if you want to come, I'll have 2 tickets for you at October 4th. We're over at the Kroc Center where Jerry Stefanicius, my new friend, is going to present me with an award.
Yeah. Check it out, folks. There it is, October the 4th. Doors open at 6:30. The bell time is at 7:30 Eastern. You see, presenting George Pantas with the award is the director, Jerry Stefanicius. And it's going to be at the Kroc Center. VCWProWrestling.com is the place online to find out more. And again, big time of wrestling coming up as we turn the calendar from September to October. George Pantas is our guest here on 757 Sports Talk, powered by Cova Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead. You know you got a rebuttal there, Ed. Go ahead.
No, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to calm down because we got more to talk about. Watch yourself, George. This Jerry Snakaniski, Mouse Man, whatever he is, he liable to hand you that trophy across the back of your head, laugh, kick you when you're down, and say, what a fool. I've been telling you for years this guy's a fool. He has not paid a dime yet. You're waiting on it. My friend, I'm telling you, be careful because I'm going to hate. If I'm at that show and it happens and they have to carry you out of that ring, I'm going to be next to you and I'm going to say, George, I told you so. You sold out.
First of all, his name is the director, Jerry Stefanicic. I respect what you're saying. I love you, but you're wrong. It's as easy as that. And Matt will back me up. You're wrong.
I do. Ed's wrong a lot. He's wrong a lot. You're 100% right here, George. I don't totally love what you did, but I understand it. You explained yourself. It makes sense to me. And because sometimes in life when you're frustrated, you got to do things that don't always seem right at the time, but they're justified. So listen, if you ever give me an opportunity to hit Ed on the backside with a 2x4, I'm all there for it. So just give me some ideas and I'll make it happen. No doubt.
Well, let's see how he conducts himself October 4th, and then we'll have a little private conversation. I have your number. But Ed, I hope you and Matt both are there. We have an exciting card filled from top to bottom. The main event is a old school lumberjack match. Our heavyweight.
Hold on, sir. George. Calm down.
Okay.
I think we need to take a timeout. If I'm not mistaken, Matt will let us know. Then we can. I need to calm down. I'm going to tell you right now, I need to calm down. And we can talk about the show in earnest and kind of get away from the idea that you sold out.
Okay. We will take a quick timeout and come back with more with George Pantas, the former VCW commissioner. But don't forget, not only a big event coming up October the 4th, you see it on our screen there, September 27th, big event, October 18th, Fredericksburg, Virginia, November 15th, Alexandria. They're going all over the Commonwealth of Virginia, VCW Pro Wrestling. And again, we'll tell you more about what's coming up on October the 4th with George Pantas being presented an award from the director. Again, VCWProWrestling.com is the website. More on the way here. You're watching 757 Sports Talk, and it's streaming all the time with us on Kova Sports TV. Stay tuned.
And now back to Matthew Hatfield and the evil basketball coach. Blast you, Ed Young!
As you heard, the evil basketball coach is Ed Young, former VCW Commissioner George Pantas, back with us here for more about VCW Pro Wrestling coming up October the 4th at the Kroc Center in Norfolk, Virginia. As always, VCWProWrestling.com for more details as we welcome you back here to 757 Sports Talk on Kova Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe. George, it's always exciting to have wrestling in the Hampton Roads area. I was mentioning just a couple weekends ago back on the show. I know you took your grandson to the big wrestling event at the Scope. My niece, who's only 9, she's already a wrestling fanatic, and the kids love it just as much, if not more, sometimes than the adults, don't they?
Very much, very much. And I want to thank you for that commercial because that gave me the opportunity to calm down myself. Ed, I apologize for. I apologize. We'll just leave it at that. And I love you, and I appreciate both of you, Matt, having me on here. And yes, my grandson Johnny absolutely loved it. He had his signs up, and he's singing and dancing with everybody, and the place was packed. I was so happy to see it. It pretty much sold out, and I think it did. And I'm happy that you said your granddaughter.
No, my niece. She's 9 years old. It's funny. Her father and me both grew up as diehard. Then I kind of fell off it because of other sports I'm covering. But we grew up loving the old wrestling stars like the Hulk Hogan's, the Macho Man's, the Ted DiBiase's had the wrestling figurines and the wrestling buddies. And I stopped watching it as much. But I know it's rekindled a lot of great memories for him now with his daughter who's into the sport already. And loving it now with all the different things it's doing and its growth. And VCW's got similar growth and a lot of excitement and buzz around it.
We are very blessed. Thank you for putting up the design earlier of how we're going all over the place. And as a matter of fact, we'll add one more to it. So after we finish up in Alexandria in November, we'll be coming back to the Norfolk Masonic Temple, basically our home here in the Hampton Roads area. and we'll be there on December the 6th. So September 27, October 4th, October 18, November 15th, pretty much up in Northern Virginia, but we're coming back home December the 6th. But there it is. So yes, we want fans to show up because Mr. Stefaniches is going to give me the Jerry Award. If you heard of the Oscar, according to Jerry, this is even better than that. It's the Jerry Award, and I can't wait to get it. And I'm sure he's going to place it in my hands, Ed, nice and smooth. And we'll go from there. Also, as I was saying on the card, we have an old school lumberjack match. Our heavyweight champion, Rex Lawless, versus former VCW heavyweight champion, The Boar. And they have been at each other's throats for quite a long time. And this is the only way that they can contain them and keep them into the ring. We have a tag team VCW match, the brand new VCW tag team champions, Nice and Smooth versus Sexy and Blessed. We have the Golden Pinky Society with another tag team match against Commander King and Big AC. Myron Malone versus Ryan Zuko. We have the Greek God Papadon versus Alex Devine. Joseph Keys, former VCW heavyweight champion himself, is going to be in action against LDJ. The card is packed from top to bottom. It's easy to get to, the Kroc Center. And honestly, this is also a fundraiser for the Salvation Army. And so we hope that everybody shows up. You're going to have a great time. This way the Salvation Army can also make some money. And it's a win-win for everybody. As you said, Ed, the Kroc Center, it's actually fans on Ballantyne, where the intersection of Ballantyne and Prince of Sand come together in Norfolk. Easy to find. Go to our website, vcwprowrestling.com, for tickets. Go on our Facebook. We are all over the place. We are on YouTube as well. You can see some of the footages that Matt played earlier, plus more, and you can get more information as to the individual rivalries between the different wrestlers. We have a lot of young lions that I started the process years ago of going out as the commissioner and bringing in that young talent who are hungry and want to show to a new audience what they can do. And of course, the desire is to move onward and make it into the WWE or AEW, New Japan. And we've been very, very fortunate that has happened with several of our wrestlers.
Now, George, let's go over a couple of things now. You talked about lumberjack match. Maybe some of our listeners not quite sure. Lumberjack match, two combatants in the ring, and you've got other wrestlers around the ring. So when somebody tries to get out or gets thrown out, they throw them back in, because we have to have a definite finish in the ring for the lumberjack match. And we're not sure how many guys will be around that ring, but it's going to be a whole lot, correct?
It's going to be a whole lot. Pretty much the other wrestlers who are on the card and some of the other talent that we have. We always try to give opportunities to young wrestlers that want to prove themselves. They'll come in early, work out in the ring. So definitely they will be there, because the last time that the Boar and Rex fought against each other, it spilled all over the ring, all over the Masonic Temple. And they've decided, the powers that be, I'm no longer that power, the powers that be at VCW have decided this is the only way to keep that action in the ring, rather than having it spill all over the place. So thank you for explaining it, Ed.
And the thing, Rex Lawless is a tough son of a gun. I love the Boar. The Boar's one of my favorites. Got that crazy mask, which I don't know how he breathes. Got the horns on it. He's a Boar. Not a Boar to watch. He's a Boar in the ring. Tough son of a gun. Like I said, one of my favorites. To me, that is the highlight match. And of course, you mentioned a lot of other guys. The second point I wanted to give, Matt alluded to it. You went the WWE show a few months ago. A lot of times when the WWE comes and AEW comes, and back in the day, WCW, they will contact you, the commissioner at the time, and they might take some of the guys and use them as enhancement talent. Suedo security, if I'm not mistaken. How does that process work?
Yes, and I have no problem sharing that information. It is vital as they set up the different scenarios and storylines, if you will, that security is needed. things are going to go out of hand. And so they'll reach out to us. Sometimes they'll reach out individually to the wrestlers themselves, and then they'll check in. Back when I was the commissioner, they would check in with me to see if it was okay. And of course, I would always say yes, because at the end of the day, we are independent wrestling. It is where they learn their craft, and we want them to go on. So Brandon Scott, Commander King was on AEW recently, Joe Keys, these guys that are on the card October the 4th, they have been on national television. And so AEW will reach out to me, and then because of the relationship that I have with them, it's a lot easier for us to provide them the talent. I'll be quite honest, with WWE, it's not as easy anymore as it was before. Prior to TKO buying WWE, I had a much closer relationship with them, and I could deal with them directly. Now WWE is part of the bigger umbrella of TKO, and it's not as easy to get to the right people. And I understand that. I respect that. I've enjoyed my time with what I was able to do with WWE. We haven't said goodbye. We haven't parted ways. It's just different channels and different people now that we have to go through. And there's such a bigger machine, if you will, that it makes sense that they're consolidating and making sure that things have to be followed in a certain procedure.
A few more minutes here with George Pantas, the former VCW commissioner, our guest here on 757 Sports Talk on Cova Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, coming up on October the 4th, it is the big VCW Pro Wrestling show. Doors opening at 6:30 Eastern, 7:30 bell time. Again, VCWProWrestling.com, the website, and it's going to be at the Kroc Center in Norfolk. For more, again, VCWProWrestling.com. It is 757 Sports Talk. Ed?
Well, I just say before we go to break, people, get your ticket early. These shows sell out. Front row's already gone. That's gone. But the Kroc Center, just like the Masonic Temple, and by the way, people, the VCW fans, don't go to Masonic Temple like we normally do. Kroc Center, make sure you understand. And you still got the good thing I like about it is there's still good seats. Some people say, I don't want to sit up in the nosebleed. No, it ain't that tight. Okay. It's not 1 million seats, so you got to get there. But front row is gone because at these type of shows, especially VCW, front row is where to be. Matt and I went back early in the summer. We went to a show, or it might have been last spring. We sat in the second row, and he was amazed at how close we were to the action. I got on a couple of the wrestlers, guys wearing pink tights. I had to get on them, and they said some choice words to me. They held me back because I was getting ready to go in the ring. You ain't going to talk crap to me. I ain't going to do something about it. But make sure people get there. Opens up 6:30. Get your tickets. Get some bites to eat. And the other thing about VCW, and I know we got to go to break, the wrestlers come out. And George, I'm going to give you. I've been yelling at you all day tonight in this show because you deserve it. But you are instrumental in having wrestlers come out to the fans, signing autographs, taking pictures. Somebody might bring something and the wrestler will sign it. It ain't charging $100 like the big shows do. And I know that's a good credit to you. I'll give you credit for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we also have vendors that will sell different wrestling memorabilia as well. And so it's a win-win for everybody. And yes, that was a big thing for me. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that, of making sure the wrestlers come out, because going back to what we were saying about your niece there, Matt, it's important that especially the kids have that interaction with the wrestlers. And it's a blessing and a win-win for everybody.
Well, George, it's always a pleasure. Before we let you go, I want to apologize for Ed's behavior on this particular episode of the program. He's just been all over your case for you turning quote-unquote heel. He needs to understand and recognize you are one of the most popular figures in our entire Commonwealth, loved by all the Greeks everywhere. But even beyond that, I mean, there are famous actors like, take John Lovitz, for example, that you hobnob with.
We look alike. What do you think?
Look at this, Ed.
What do you think?
I don't see it.
George and John Lovitz.
Too handsome? Yeah,
A Greek and a Jew?
You're way better looking.
No, we both look the same. Nice and handsome. Thank you so much. You were amazing.
Thank you.
Final
Thank you for the article.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. John Lovitz and George, they're best buddies. You better be nice to George, Ed, because he might get you a chance to meet Aaron Judge or somebody from your Yankees or something one day.
Keep telling people, George is as well known in the wrestling business as anybody. You go to Facebook, go to his page. and you're not just jumping in the picture of these guys. These guys know him by name. They when he has his birthday, they contact him. Everybody knows George in the business. This is why I'm upset. George
Always upset, George.
let a lot of people down because he's such a good dude. To this Jerry Stipinutsky or whatever his name is, the director, and the director's going to give an award. And I'm telling you, I hope it doesn't happen, George, but I'm telling you, I don't trust this guy as much as I can throw Matt a mile away.
Hey.
This dude may hit you on the head with this doggone trophy. I don't trust him. There's been many years of bad blood, and you always got the upper hand on this joker. That's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm upset. I don't want to see anything happen to you.
Matt, no respect from Ed. I don't know what else to say.
This is what I deal with on every Saturday basis. Do you see what I go through? It's unbelievable.
Yes, I watched the show, and I feel for you. I feel for you.
Thank you.
I love you both.
Days, I want to get this knucklehead right over here. This one, not the one down there. This one in the ring.
No,
because it's going to be pow right in the kisser. Short match, I win.
No, I can outrun you.
Make
And
sure
I
you have
can
the
dodge
2x4. I'll have Hacksaw Jim Duggan there. We'll go, oh,
That's right.
And give you the 2x4.
That's right. That's what we want. George Pantas, former VCW commissioner, again coming up October the 4th. Be there, be square. You don't want to miss it. Kroc Center in Norfolk, VCWProWrestling.com. The doors open at 6:30, and the bell time is at 7:30. Ding, ding. Get in the ring, and you can always heckle Ed Young from wherever you're sitting, and wherever you're sitting, you can do that. George, always a pleasure, my friend. You be well, and I will see you in October.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Love you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
George Pantas, our special guest here. We've got more coming your way. Don't touch that dial. NFL picks around the corner, too. It is 757 Sports Talk, and it's streaming all the time on Kova Sports TV. Like, share, and most importantly, subscribe.